This image is the reason why I'm in Iceland. My friends gave me a book of places to hike before you die. And I saw this picture from the Reykjavik Trail. And something about hiking through volcanic mountains and glaciers was so compelling. So much so that I cut out this picture and I put it in my cubicle at work. And every day I would just glance up and I would see these mountains, and it would remind me that I would much rather be hiking than be sitting at a desk all day. Well, it took me a full year, but finally I decided to do something about it and I bought my ticket to Iceland. But I had a problem, because none of my friends could go with me. They all had to work. So I had to be a solo traveler, which would normally be fine. But if you're a solo traveler in Iceland, you basically have 3 options. You can rent a car, but if you're one person, that's really expensive. You can take a tour bus, but that's also expensive and it really limits your freedom. Or you can do as I did, and you can write a note, put it on a bulletin board in a hostel, and just hope another traveler will join you. None of these solutions are effective. And I'm not the only one with this problem. Because every day I go on couch surfing, Reddit, and Facebook forums, and it's the same thing over and over again. Solo traveler wants to connect with other travelers and explore. And at first, I thought this was just about ride sharing, just a matter of going from point A to point B. But after talking to travelers here in Iceland, I've learned that at the heart of this is about experience. It's about having a unique experience, an authentic experience that you can't just buy somewhere, but one that's created through connecting with people and through having these memories that become stories that you share with family and friends when you return back home. With Koride, we've created a solution, an online platform that connects travelers based on their travel preferences. So you can personalize it if you're outdoorsy and like to hike, or whether you like to relax and chill in a hot spring all day. And then based on these, you choose from rides that we've created to take the work out of trip planning. Once you pair with another traveler, costs are split and you're ready for your adventure to begin. The millennial market is huge. Millennials appreciate experiences and they're willing to pay for it. They're on track to spend $1.4 trillion on travel alone by 2020. And something you might not know, 37% of millennials will be taking a solo trip in the next 6 months. So this is a huge opportunity. In essence, we're creating a new market. We're at the intersection between a social network and a ride-sharing platform. We combine the logistics and planning of ride-sharing along with the connection that comes with social platform. And we acknowledge that we have competition, primarily from carpooling or ride-sharing platforms, but also from social travel platforms that just connect users. How we differentiate ourselves is that the carpooling platforms aren't focused on tourists, and the social travel platforms aren't focused on handling the logistics that come when you're planning a trip. Our business model is simple. It's free to join Koride, and then there's just a service fee that happens when you actually create the trip. Additional revenue will be generated through commissions from rental car companies, accommodations, and travel experience providers. Our team has a broad, diverse range of backgrounds from tourism and business to computer science and development. And one thing that connects us all is that we're super passionate about travel and in creating a solution to this problem. Iceland, for us, is the perfect test market because tourism's the #1 industry here. There were over 2 million tourists last year alone, and 51% of those were millennials. So it's a good place to start. But we have a broader vision for Koride, and we're looking at other markets that are millennial-friendly, that have solo travelers, also that are adventure-based. So you have to drive to get to the places, and there's a lack of infrastructure and transportation to get there. We've identified 2, Norway, that we'll expand to next year, followed by New Zealand. we've officially created Koride in June of this year and have been busy working on our MVP, which we've begun beta testing. We're on schedule to launch by October of this year. By the way, I did end up hiking the Reykjavik Trail, and it was amazing. But it wasn't the only experience or memory that I had from that trip, because I made a friend there, Franco, who since then has become like a family member to me. And he was one of the first people to visit me when I actually moved to Iceland. Because travel is never just about the destination. It's about the people that you meet, and the experiences you create, and the stories you share. Thank you.